Hi, my name is Jared and this is Horror October. Today's recommendation is Cherry Falls 2000, directed by Jeffrey Wright and starring a young Brittany Murphy. Cherry Falls is a unique slasher movie in that it inverts a very specific slasher trope, which is where the characters in a slasher film who have sex end up getting killed by the killer. Most of the slashers that followed in the wake of Scream were unoriginal cash grabs that tried to copy as much of Scream as possible, since movie executives chronically don't understand the appeal of slasher movies. What made Scream great wasn't just having a villain off the kids one by one. After all, there is a huge gap in the middle of Scream where no one gets killed, and yet it was a critical and commercial sensation that revolutionized the genre and spawned numerous sequels and merchandising. Essentially a movie executive's wet dream. What made Scream great was Wes Craven really understood the slasher genre and presented fresh takes on the concepts in the genre, from having a very competent final girl to having two killers instead of one, and having a murder mystery be front and center of the narrative rather than having the boring teenage drama be front and center. Cherry Falls takes one of the core concepts of the slasher genre and reverses it, like I mentioned earlier. Essentially, the movie starts off with a boy and a girl sitting in a car, with the douchey boy trying to pressure the girl into sex, a common occurrence, especially in these teen slashers. The killer predictably comes along and slashes the couple, which serves as the inciting incident for the story. Next, Brittany Murphy is Jody, and the school is split pretty evenly between being shaken by the senseless murders and mocking the students who died in a display of callousness being used to mask fear. Michael Biehn plays Kyle Reese, a man who has been sent back through time to save Sarah Connor before Arnold Schwarzenegger— wait, never mind, wrong movie. Michael Biehn plays Sheriff Brent Markin, a man trying to unravel the mystery and the motives of the murders to catch the killer before more kids fall victim to the twisted game. Eventually, the coroner Sherlock Holmes his way into guessing the killer is choosing his victims based on the fact they are virgins, based on the fact that the women don't have their hymens broken, and the men have no signs of intercourse at the time of death. Oh, and because the killer is carving the word virgin on all of their inner thighs, I guess I kinda forgot to mention that, sort of like how the coroner kinda forgot to mention that to the sheriff after the first two victims were found. As it turns out, the killer is killing virgins, and as word spreads around town, the kids and the parents devolve into crazed lunatics, with the parents trying to prevent the kids from having sex to save their lives, and the kids trying to have sex, and to save their lives. Inverting the simple slasher trope that those who have sex end up getting killed is genius, but also extremely controversial. Cherry Falls was somewhat a victim of its time, with the Columbine Massacre just 1 year prior, which led to Senate hearings about violence in the media and many people believing violence and sex in movies would lead to kids copying what they see. Jeffrey Wright submitted it to the MPAA 5 times for an R rating and was rejected, being told it would have to have an NC-17 rating. The movie ended up getting heavily edited, including and especially the ending, to be released under an R rating, but by this time the studio was fed up with the controversy. The Senate had specifically named Cherry Falls and another horror classic, Ginger Snaps, as being movies which are corrupting the youth of America. Being named by the Senate while the fervor following Columbine was fresh in everyone's mind is not where anyone wants to be, especially not someone advocating for the release of a movie which features a massive underage sex orgy. Alright, and that wraps up my recommendation for day number 11 of Horror October, and check back in tomorrow for a movie about how clowns are no laughing matter.